Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream. Rick's just over here with the absolute truth, with the fire hands, because fire hands is our chosen fighting style. For a bit of context, we played Game of Thrones, Stonehenge and I, and one of the things in that game is one of the characters can draw fire from his hands to reveal sacred truths in the world around him. Hidden treasure chests, basically. But it was the most dramatic animation, and every time a disappearing act would go, fire hands! And yeah, fire hands has returned, and I'm so happy. Thank you all for contributing to New Home Old Games Challenge. I appreciate this very much. You guys are great. I think somebody worked out it's like 36 rounds of the maximum donation, and we're set. And I have to play a CPC stream. I have to, everyone. You forced my hand. Darn. Lastly, before we begin, we are doing a football sweepstakes on my server. Go join my server. Click the little button if you want to join in. And whoever's team gets the furthest, well, you get a subscription to a channel of your choice. Indeed you do. You could go win that. Alright, let's go to the game. Also, yes, you mentioned there is a lot of Jade in here. I haven't seen any Jade in here. I think it would make sense if Jade was like the currency. Right? Probably. Jaded Mew! Hello! Jade in here! That doesn't work. Oh, there you go. That loading bar is Jade. That'll do. Do you know what? You're entirely right. Jaded Mew. I always took it like the adjective jaded, not the color or the stone. That shows how much attention I have been paying and how often things just roll off your hands. Right, what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to put you on there. Because Frog Demon's cool. That didn't save. Yeah, there you go. So Leaping Tiger is on that side. That's the staff. That's the slowdown. And that's Fire Hands. Alright, cool. Cool. Based on a character named Jade, what displayed it? Oh, well, there you go. Was Jade from like an RP campaign or some sort? I'm down for learning people's cool creative backstories. Can I just... Oh, I can just. Wasn't expecting that. Don't know what to do now I'm down here. Right, so what happened last time? I upset Nathan Fillion, and I feel really bad for that, because... How are you gonna be rude to Castle? That guy's great. And,
No. It's all gone. Why did Gao's father do this? Why are his men here?
And, yeah. Gao took his revenge and blew up the ocean.
I hate this. There's no challenge in killing simple peasants.
They said no survivors, so there better be no survivors.
I know, but who is this for? Whoever's really giving the orders must be influential.
Do you want to ask Al the Greater? No. So quit yapping and make sure there's no survivors.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
More peasants to put down.
Anytime they introduce Gao the Greater and Gao the Lesser, my mind just autocorrects to Pit the Elder. And I don't know why that's the case. Tempest, welcome on in. How's it going? Oh, come on. Firefly's alright. It suffers from Joss Whedon dialogue, but you know, it's alright.
School, burning. Every spring, I planted flowers, one for each student. Now everyone is gone. Don't let it be true.
Joss Whedon dialogue being a descriptor where literally any line can be delivered by literally any character, and they would not sound out of place doing this. And, like, this goes for Buffy as well, I feel. Like, with the exception of things like acknowledging vampirism, and not even then, same thing applies to Buffy as to Firefly. Couple of bits of things that I have noted, a bit of housekeeping while I'm exploring the burning village. A disappearing act tells me that there was side quests that I missed. Talk to everyone, get the side quests. I didn't know that, so I'm very sorry. They tell me that I'm pretty good at doing the harmonic combos. I don't intend to be. Anytime I am comboing styles together, I am doing this accidentally. And from the sounds of it, I should get dark points for that. Just looting that student body. Good joke, Cass. Well done. So yeah, I missed a couple of side quests, and I'm probably going to miss some more, because I get real finicky about talking to NPCs at times.
What is this? We missed a couple of these pitiful students? This is like crushing ants. There's no end to you people.
Ants. That's all their lives were to you?
Why have you done this?
The same question all the others asked. You'll get the same answer, too. Men! Gal the Greater wants this village cleared. Get the job done.
Do you know what? I don't quite know what I was expecting. It's very rare. That's the change target button. It's on the triggers. Yeah! Very rare that you'll, at least this early in an RPG, be like, why have you done this? And the villain just tells you.
Meet your end.
What they're supposed to do is go, soon you shall see. And then we know. Don't worry, Don't Star. I got this. Everything's fine. I'm fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Your technique is...
I can show you the Fire and Cloud styles. Alright. Fire hands! What's dodge? That's the dodge button. Yes! Doing that clears out my chi, which is like your MP. And then I'm probably going to need to use a staff to defeat you. And there you go. The cloud style looks like this, which is useful because this one inflicts status ailments. So the idea is, you slow down the enemy with a couple of strikes from your cloud style, then switch over to tiger style, and then that's how you become a whirlwind. We also have this guy. And this one takes the yellow bar in order to work. So you can't just use the strong weapons all the time. Some pretty nifty balancing, I think.
There were so many. Everywhere. And fire from the skies.
Yeah, yellow is focus.
We've chased off all of Gao's men. You'll be safe now.
No, they came later. First there were fighters in black. With fists you could hardly see. She told them where to attack and they turned like one mind. One purpose.
Oh, she's pretty cool.
Except for the one. He stood alone. His armor so black. Black like a hole in the earth. So deep you can't get out.
You'll be all right. Just be still.
I tried so hard. I'm sorry.
But in the end, it didn't even matter. There, I said it. I had to get that out or I would burst.
He said there was no warning. Just calm skies and then fire from above. He organized the students, but they were overrun. Master Li was taken when it began. He went without a fight, giving them what they wanted. But afterwards, the students, they were killed anyway.
The Lotus Assassins. They leave no one alive to tell the tale. People fear the unknown. For Gao the Greater to have them as allies is troubling. The figure your friend spoke of is Death's Hand, the leader of the Lotus Assassins. This student was strong to live as long as he did.
Wu mentioned a woman giving orders. What about her?
A lieutenant, perhaps. Death's Hand leads all others. He would not appear unless this was important. He usually acts behind the scenes. I don't know why they were so intent on taking your Master Li, but they never attack without purpose.
I feel like that's information we want to keep close to our chest, and we might look kind of silly if we just bring it up. Do you know what? Let's go for it. The school is on fire. Rules are out the window right now. Master Li told me that he was the Emperor's brother. Gao overheard.
That's not possible. Sun Li, the glorious strategist, was the Emperor's brother and the head of the Imperial Army. Your Master Li cannot be him.
Why not?
Because he can't. Sun Li was declared a traitor to the Empire 20 years ago. The Emperor himself accused him of killing the third brother, Prince Qin. And besides, the glorious strategist would not have made such mistakes.
What mistakes?
Revealing himself, for one. For another, he would have known that giving himself up would not save your students.
You should have seen the coincidence with two people from 60 years ago named Park yesterday. There's one bloodline, one straight line, all throughout Korea. If Death's Hand is as vicious as you say, he had to try something.
The glorious strategist would know his enemy, and if anything is true about Lotus Assassins, it's that they don't leave survivors. I should know. I was one.
So I don't know that this guy necessarily knows anything. Maybe I'm too trusting. I don't know that he clearly isn't one now. I mean, he has only just admitted it. He kept that close to his chest. That explains your unwillingness to come here. You recognized a familiar tactic.
It doesn't matter.
but she is right to
Aw,
question
get
me.
telltaled!
I'm accustomed to such suspicion.
It doesn't matter. Whoever you are, whatever you were, you did not do this, and you do not have our master. We need to decide what to do. When we know where we are going, when we have a plan, then we can talk about who knows what.
No, I'm just going to leave. We must find where they took Master Li and rescue him.
I doubt I could change your resolve even if I wanted to. Perhaps I can at least try to point you in a productive direction.
Ooh, Master.
If you wish
Is
to
it
pursue
Cass?
this,
Why are we
should
pronouncing
head
it
to the heart
Master
of the
today?
Empire, the Imperial City.
Why? What's there?
Gao the Greater was behind this attack, but I suspect there is someone else behind him. You will find your answers in the Imperial City.
You know a lot. We will have to talk about the
Gao
source
the
of that
Greatest! Gao's all the way down. That's a nice way of saying we still don't trust you.
Make whatever judgment you wish. I assure you, I have already made worse.
Let's go. I don't want to be here. I want to go where I can actually make a difference.
That is a very common desire. The hardest to achieve, but very common. Come, let's see if we can get Gao the Lesser's contraption in the air again. It won't be stable enough to get to the Imperial City, but we might reach the trading village of Tian's Landing. All trade routes lead to the heart of the Empire. If we are lucky, we can find someone to give us passage. If we're lucky.
Oh man, Jaded Mew. I'm reposting memes in my own server. I'm so sorry. I was just going over there to clear out my Discord notifications, bro. I'm sorry. I lost a lion head token. Oh! This route is plagued with enemy ships. What do you want to do? Evade. I just think people should like nifty little gauntlets. I'm sorry. Yeah. Though. I'm guessing that's going to be the game going, this quest has passed you by. I'm going to take that item away. Which, honestly, fair. I would have carried that the whole game and just shown it to literally everyone as part of literally every side quest I could potentially... Hey, I stole this cool lion head. You want it? No, okay. And then I would have thought it's like the doorknob from Mother 4. 3. 3. Mother 3. That one. I know what game it is. The one with little whiny crybaby Lucas. I wonder if I'd selected attack. Would I have just done another round of 1942?
That was quite the crash. I wouldn't have left the marsh had I known we were headed for such a spectacular landing. It's a miracle we all survived unharmed. We did all survive, didn't we?
I'm fine. Dawnstar, are you okay?
I'm okay too. A little shaken up is all.
We were lucky. Only a fool braves the air currents without a proper wind map. You can't navigate the skies without them. Not safely, anyway.
Can I just say, when it cuts back to him, look at the fire and the smoke in that burning wreckage. That is damn good fire and smoke in that burning wreckage. And I guess we're grounded until we find a wind map.
So where are we going to find a wind map of this region? We can't follow Master Lee's captors without one.
Things are even worse than that. Look at our flyer. Even if we had a wind map, this thing wouldn't take to the air again.
So we need to find a wind map and a new flyer?
You make it sound so simple. Flyers and wind maps are rare things, even in the Imperial City. Out here, they're all but unknown.
Gao and his pirates used flyers to attack Two Rivers, and the Lotus assassins who took Master Lee had them too. Somebody around here must know something about them.
We just found this one in a ditch. It's fine. Don't worry, Dawnstar. I'll find a way to get us flying again.
I'm sorry to get upset, but every second we're stuck here, Master Lee gets farther away from us.
We're near Tien's Landing. It's a small village, but maybe someone there knows where we can find a new flyer. If nothing else, I remember a clearing suitable for a camp. And if we can't find a flyer, we can always follow on foot. To the south of the village is a forest. A trade route leads through it to the Imperial City. The village is across the bridge and beyond a large marker stone. Look for the giant rock with a painting of a fish on it, and you'll know you're heading in the right direction.
Let's get moving. Dawnstar, come with me.
Very well. I'll wait here for now. It's not so different from the marsh, actually. More of an impending sense of doom. But that could just be your influence.
We should get going. There has to be a better place for us to rest than this. Let's go.
Oh, ignore that. Alright, there you go. Chapter 2, wherein the fall of Dirge is detailed. The woman in black speaks of Death's Hand, and Gao the Greater learns the fate of his son. Two Rivers is in ruins, and Master Lee has been taken captive. It is clear that this attack was carefully orchestrated, and that shadowy forces have taken an interest in you and those around you. Leaving your home of 20 years, you set out after Death's Hand and his Lotus assassins, intent on discovering the reasons behind this assault. Oh, and then look in the map there, see?
Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
This one, I have to, like, go full on Fog of War because I don't know the area.
Stop!
Whoop! How did I beat these guys before? I don't remember. Not like that. That's just death. Load most recent. There you go. They're spirits, so they're immune to weapons. Oh. See, I was thinking, do I just go Fire Hands? A disappearing act, you missed nothing? I didn't just forget how ghosts work and die immediately. Don't you worry about a thing. I'm good at this game. Alright, there you go. Now we are ready to go.
Do you feel that? Something is here. Something that hates the living.
Stop! Leaping tiger.
Oh yeah, there you go. Thanks, Jaded Mew. Don't use weapons. Immune to weapons.
Your technique.
I wish I was immune to weapons, and yet... Whoop. So, this is something that I've been thinking, and, I'm willing to take a bit of guidance on this one from chat, if you feel so inclined. I'm wondering if I've been leveling up my character wrong.
You fell from the sky, but despite the maddened spirits here, you will benefit. A spirit monk was here long ago, fleeing the destruction that orphaned you. He carried a piece of your amulet. It was separated, broken apart, so your enemies could not find it easily. You have the first piece. It trains your abilities now. The second piece fell here with its minder, hidden until waters receded. A guardian protects it, waiting to test and serve you. The third piece awaits discovery in a distant lair. These 3 pieces are physical, but there is one more. It cannot be found, only earned. This final piece is all that will save you in the end.
Are you all right? You fell over after the fight. There was something here, but I couldn't see it clearly.
A vision. The same creature I saw in the spirit cave in the school.
You saw a vision? Strange that I could not make it out. Strong spirits are usually quite clear to me. Please tell me if you have any more.
Tempest,
We
have a
shouldn't
good
stay
evening.
here.
Thank you for checking in.
It isn't safe. There's so much pain and suffering in this place that I can barely think. What did Zeus say again? A clearing near Tian's Landing across the bridge in south? It sounds simple enough. Lead the way and I'll follow.
So, what I had done... Wait a second. I do have points to level up. Okay, I'll show you. So, when we came into this character, she had, I believe, 2 health, and then, like, 5 and 6 for mind and spirit. And I'm guessing this character is supposed to be, like a glass cannon. Not a great deal of health, but these 2, oh boy, all the way up. But what I have done, as you can see, is I've just been leveling everything flat. And I'm wondering if what I should be doing is something like that, because now I have more ability to heal. So even though I'm going to take damage, I have more ability to heal. Don't take my word for it, but I'm guessing the initial character type is just for base stats and starting styles. I can believe that. I mean, down here, there is a button that says balanced, and it just... It just builds everything like that. I'm going to go like this for now, just so we can indeed do a little bit more fire hands. Speaking of which, that's not the button, because it's slightly differently mapped on this here controller. That's level up. Right, fire hands. I have 4 points. Let's go for that for fire hands. And bit of that for leaping tiger. And that's what we're going to do. I saw that yellow plus, and I thought I was getting a buff of some description. But, no, apparently that was... Oh, jeez! Why did I do that? I probably shouldn't have done that, because now I feel like I'm just dead. How do I break out of this? Can I break out of this? I got fire hands. Alright, there we go. Good. Maybe don't, like, go grave robbing. It doesn't seem to have ended well. Almost like that's kind of an immoral action, and I'm not supposed to be taking that. She may have said one of these houses had cool loot. Honestly, I'm just gonna trust your guidance on this one because this is your game, and you were the one who was like, no, seriously, everyone in Stonehenge needs to play Jade Empire. This game's great. And yeah, I'm just gonna defer to you for such things. This looks like loot. Or at least something where I can, like, pray, maybe. No? Okay. And neither in there. That's back to where I started. Well, you know what? That's fine. No loot, just candle. Everything is fine. Something I appreciate as well is that the people who've talked to me about this game have done so spoiler-free. Disappearing Out was talking about how we mentioned that John Cleese is in this. He is related to a side quest. And I was told that there are inferior intimidation gem. I was told that there are different ways to do different quests to gain different outcomes. And I would generally not have thought of that had I not been told. I don't know what those different ways and different outcomes are. Just that that's how it goes.
Leaping tiger.
That's not quite what I wanted to do. But alright, fire hands!
Leaping tiger.
What a good move. I'm more used to, like, the Bethesda way of doing things. Where it's like, you do the side quest, and your outcome is that you get the reward, or you don't get the reward.
Your technique is...
Maybe I don't mean Bethesda. Maybe I mean Fallout, because a lot of Fallout is like, hey, you saved the day. Your reward is this gun. Or not if you don't want to take it. Greater Monk's Gem of Fate. Your reward is all the gold you can carry. Courier. The Young families were respected in the Imperial City and had a tradition dedicating their lives to public service. They served as town guards and city officials for many generations. They were renowned for their force of personality, able to get what they wanted from others through reputation and physical presence. Passed down from father to son through each generation was a simple heirloom, a simple gem which was always prominently worn. The gem, gentle persuasion, was eventually gambled away by an unlucky heir, and the fates conspired to disgrace the family shortly after. I'm going to equip that just because of that cool backstory. Listen to that. Alright, so there was something over here. I'm going to go see what that was. And then we'll come back this way, which looks to be the correct way. A bridge to the south, right? That's what that is. That's just nothing, is what that is. Thanks, Dawnstar. You could have told me.
I am healed.
Alright, let's go. Hey, here's a question. Why would Why would the gold be worth a lot of money in Fallout New Vegas? Because money doesn't mean anything post-war. That's why everyone uses bottle caps. I don't know.
Stop where you are. Death's Hand should know better than to send his minions out alone. It is clear that you are one of his hirelings, or perhaps one of Gao the Greater's marauding pirates. You will pay for the crimes you have committed.
I do not follow Death's Hand.
Don't waste your last breath on lies. I didn't get there in time to help anyone, but I saw you lead the massacre in Two Rivers. Clearly you were involved. Death's Hand went too far in ordering its destruction, and Gao the Greater sought to profit from it. My retribution will end with them, but it will begin with you.
Ah, I was kind of hoping to talk my way out of that one. Always a big fan of when I can talk my way out of combat. I once had a character in a roleplay campaign who had an Intimidate command, and it had to be rolled at a penalty because this character wasn't very scary.
The way you move seems odd. A flaw I cannot see.
And
perhaps,
also,
but you are
whenever it
better
worked,
than
there
I
was always some
expected.
flaw that meant
You
it
might
didn't
even
work.
beat me if I allowed such insolence.
And the GM was like, why
You are
don't you
too
ever use
skilled to be
Intimidate?
just a hireling. Death's Hand would view such ability outside his assassins as dangerous, and Gao the Greater prefers his servants docile.
I am not in league with Gao or the Lotus Assassins.
So it would appear. You lack their branding. But if you are not one of them, who are you? A monk? A mercenary? A bandit? You chase a great evil, larger than you realize. Leave and you may survive. Others have tried to face Death's Hand, but were destroyed, as Two Rivers was.
That is why I must face him, to avenge the deed. The dead. I thought it was like the deed that he had done. I can read. Shut up.
A trait of fools, and perhaps the occasional hero. I also seek answers from Death's Hand and his minions. If you truly oppose him, you will need to find your way to the Imperial City. Of course, only the Lotus Assassins can come and go as they please, thanks to Gao. Travel routes by land and water are blocked, but they use wind maps and flyers to further their goals here and in the surrounding forest. Perhaps, if you are capable, we will meet again. I wish you good luck, but you will need far more than that to survive. Farewell.
But yeah, character named Lapsang Sushong, good name. She had an Intimidate skill, and it didn't work. Why don't you use the Intimidate skill? Because it doesn't work. So you've mentioned that this is comfy to watch. Same thing, really, I suppose. Because it reminds you of KOTOR and stuff. It reminds me very much of games of this era. Like, this could easily be... I'm going to bring it up again. The Suffering, which is that kind of third-person, kind of tight camera, dead center of frame for some reason, running around a 3D world. But when it does things like that, when it focuses on, like here, it's not rendering anything. So look at this nice, smooth frame rate, as opposed to when it looks over here, and it goes, ah! That's a nice little touch. I like that. Can I open this?
You should get going to Tian's Landing. Zeus said it was through a bridge into the south.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna see if I can, like, crack open this. No? Alright. crack open the cold ones for boy, and steal your loot. Tien's Landing. That's what that guy said. That's where I'm gonna go. No, I should go back and explore. Oh. Well. And I was literally just talking about Fallout as well. What do you do in Fallout? Oh, you gotta go and find your dad. Going into space first, though. I've got to go and find the man who shot me in the head and seduce him. He never saw it coming. That's one of my favorite outcomes to that plot line.
Ah, you found your way. Good. I decided there wasn't much point in staying with the flyer. It's not going to get much worse, in my opinion. Here, I salvaged this gem out of some sort of power source. I imagine you will have some use for it. Now that we're here, we should see if anyone knows anything about flyers. Maybe whoever's in charge of the town can help us get underway again. I will stay here at this new camp unless you need me. It seems like a good enough place to base ourselves out of.
You received good fortune. But yeah, that's my favorite ending to that particular plot line. Is you find Benny in the casino, and you're like, hey, Black Widow, parentheses. No hard feelings, buddy. Speaking of feeling hard, though. And then, like, 30 seconds later, when he's done, you just steal his gun and cap him in the head. I think that's funny. And then he sends up his hired goons. You just take them out as well. That's not as satisfying. Anyway, a disappearing act set to go against the arrows. Oh, we found goats. That's a bit rude. That's a goat. Don't be like that game.
This area is off limits. Intruders will be executed.
Who are you?
I am a soldier.
I will always take this
Imperial
option.
Army, sent by Death's hand to destroy anyone foolish enough to enter this place. Unfortunately, this includes you. Kill the peasant.
Leaping Tiger.
Who are you is such a good quote. I feel like the staff is a little... Ooh, what's that? Dunno. Should I pick that up? Probably not. That looked like a void gem of some sort, and I don't know if I should have picked that up. Did, though.
Wait, stop. I'm not your enemy. I swear by my ancestors, I'm not your enemy. I'm not even a soldier.
You wear the uniform of the Imperial Army.
Even though I wear this uniform, I'm no soldier. My name is Chen Yi. I'm just a simple peasant from the town of One Stone. These soldiers passed through my village a few weeks ago. One of them angered the Lotus assassin who was in charge, and the assassin killed him. As I was coming back in from the fields, they grabbed me to fill his place. They put this uniform on me, bloodstains and all, and told me I was in the army.
Answer my questions if you want to live.
I will do my best, but I don't know anything. The Lotus assassins just told us to guard the gate while they searched the ruins. That's all, I swear.
What were they searching for?
I don't know. I was here on the far side of the gate, and the gate itself is locked. Only the Lotus Assassins themselves are allowed into the ruins.
Do you know anything about these ruins?
No, nothing. Only that the gate leading into them was locked. The Lotus Assassins had to get a key from Shang, the Imperial Minister in Tian's Landing. But I think the ruins are haunted. I hear strange sounds coming from beyond the gates. But even the threat of ghosts can't keep the assassins from their search.
Go. Leave here and never return.
Of course, Great One. I will return to my village and lead an upright life of farming and praying. Thank you for sparing me. Thank you.
You showed great compassion to that poor man. I am glad to see you can be merciful as well as strong.
Oh, I got good hand points. Look at the good hand. That was poison, wasn't it? Was that poison? No. The game's just focusing on Why are you gonna give me a gong and not let me ring the gong?
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Rude. I'm interested in how you are, Dawnstar. Is there anything bothering you?
No, I didn't have anything pressing on my mind. Although your company is always welcome. We seem so far from anything familiar. Strange enemies, troubling plots. I will be glad when we can leave this place to find Master Li.
I don't think it's that bad, Dawnstar. BioWare did their best. Come on.
Be well, my friend.
That's the opposite of fire hands. That's fire everything. Silk strings. Ah. Dang, I forgot about the romance. Really, Kaz? You just speak like that to Dawnstar when you didn't think of romance? Yes, I was being facetious. But then the game just apparently is like, yeah, give it a shot. Let's save. What did silk strings do? Styles, follow. I'm dead certain that there was like an inventory button at some point somewhere, wasn't there? Oh, I don't know. I picked it up. I have it in my inventory.
There's dangerous beyond these gates. The spirits here are troubled.
Check the good fortune gem. Oh, that's just great, actually. I should just equip that. Master Gambler Wu Pin was the scourge of betting houses across the Empire. Rumor has it that one would never know he was present until it was too late, because he would always lose every single game until the very end, when he would reach into his pocket and and finger his lucky gem, which would bolster his intuition and bring him victory in the final and most expensive gamble. Alright, so what are you? Intuition, mind, and spirit bonus. That is going to be you. There you go. Right. What was the other? Hey, Rixtrus. I'm with you. I also thought that was pretty funny. You heard me laughing. It's fine. Technique screen. Nope. Oh man, Ruin gate. You'll need a key to open this door. Oh. Don't go that way. That's where more plot is. Thanks, Dawnstar the Goat. You're the best. Alright, now we will go to Tien's Landing and see what is down here. I mean, we do have a little bit more information about what's going on in terms of the ruins, right? Find the Imperial Minister, get the key from the Imperial Minister, go open that door. That's a thing. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Can I just switch between followers on the fly? I thought I'd have to, like, go back to the person and speak to them. And that's where my thing. Harmonic combo, loading screen, into loading screen. You can do it, game. I believe in you. General rule of thumb. Is that progress? Go the other way. Well, I know this now. And that's something to bear in mind. Here's a question, actually. I mean, yes, that's how it goes for all games. I've played an RPG a time or two. I know about dinking around. I'm coming into this after Final Fantasy X2. And that entire game feels like dinking around. You know how in the last stream I took that village's life savings, and I probably shouldn't have done that. Oh, frame rate! You can do it! Come on! You can do it! Funny thing, the same thing happens whenever you go to Stoke.
Mother and I are getting out of this town. If you have any sense, you'll do the same.
Who are you? I don't know what this language is, because generally speaking, right? Generally speaking, whenever you hear a spoken foreign language, names, like Yifeng here, are pronounced how they are written. Occasionally, there are quirks within the language. I'm going to type a name in chat. Hang on. So, that was one of the characters in the coma, and I pronounced it Young-ho, but the character pronounced it like Young-yo, but you can kind of see where that you could pick that word out of a spoken sentence, I think. I didn't hear Yifeng in that, so I don't know if this is consistent or genuine, air quotes, genuine language. Interesting to think about, though. It's called Dofan, which works exactly the same as Huttese, and you see, I'm pretty sure Huttese is supposed to be an actual thing. Like, I don't know if that was retconned in afterwards, but apparently Jabba the Hutt is actually speaking a language and not just making noises and then laughing at the end of it.
It's sure to be more exciting than this dead place.
Same sort of thing. I didn't hear Fuyao. So, I don't know.
Piayer uksayer sinini sisayer rusta atapafawer sumpuno ko suir toerok.
Minister Sheng. There you go. That's one of the people that I was just now talking about. Mew, thank you for the lurk. Please enjoy whatever going you are getting done. What good would running do? Why not find yourself a solution?
Sisayer ifogwoso no koso ayer ya. Sayer kanoa faranuer. Woyower apafawayer sisier sisitu tok. Woyer wak finir sier.
Wolf, welcome on in. Thank you very much for stopping by. Good to see you. Incidentally, folks who have not already spent points to spend points at New Home Old Game Challenge, do that. Yeah? Yeah, let's do that. Yeah? Yeah. There you go. Thank you very much. Do you think things will be any better if you leave town? The wilderness is very dangerous.
Akwak wo sosonia sonok fonia sisaya nawakok. Wo tawa yer kupir kawir nakawir iptuki.
Those pirates must be Gao the Greater's men. We know that he has holdings near here, and he has flyers.
See, this is why this woman doesn't get the voice acting. She doesn't even get the frame rate. You think they're gonna splash out on her? No. She's an ancillary NPC over here. Why did the Great Dam open? Oh, that's a 7th generation animation, isn't it? Just scratch back of head. Can you tell me more about the pirates?
Noni wowo sayer tar wowo wir ignisaro kunkna.
Well, if the dam is open, why is the river so low?
Wowo tawa yer kupir kawir nakawir iptuki. Wo nipi yer uksayer sini nisayer pusta, wo ifu yer uksunok nokawayer.
I would wager that was done by Gao or someone similar, looking to keep these people trapped. Like they mentioned that they like to lock off the roads and the waterways. You can only move around by flying. Yeah. Where is Fiyao's father?
Noni wowo sayer tar wowo wir ignisaro kunkna.
That feels like a really insensitive question. I don't know why I asked it.
Wo wir apafawayer sisier sisitu tok. Wo wir wak finir sier.
Then I will let you be on your way.
Koni okyower kawayer wo kawayer watita osia kwanif nipawir.
Oh. You see, I thought that was going to be talk to this character some more, and eventually the game will go, hey, there's a quest if you want to do it. Go do the quest. And then it just gave it to me at the end. Hello, Dragon Quest.
Out of our way, woman. In this town, we don't step aside for you. You step aside for us.
The peasants of this village may cower before you, but I do not. If you are smart, you will apologize for your behavior and walk away.
Don't tell me what to do. You think I won't hit a woman? You have to learn your place. This whole town has to learn its place. What are you looking at? This doesn't concern you.
I like that one extra in the background. I'm like, what's she doing? Leave her alone or you'll answer to me.
Time to teach you all a lesson.
Leaping tiger.
What was the attack everyone button? That one? Nope. That one? Nope. That's the everyone dies button. That one. Yeah, God break that. Throw you into a loading zone, despawn you out of these gates. That's what you get. I might have to look up some sort of tutorial because I forget what. There is an area attack, and it's two buttons together, but I forget which two buttons together.
I was back at the camp when I heard the sounds of battle. I got here as fast as I could, though obviously I arrived too. Hui, what are you doing here?
It's been a long time, Zhu. I haven't seen you since that night. I did as you asked. The child is safe. I made sure of that.
I know. After we spoke, I followed you. I wanted to be sure she was given a good home. You did well, Hui.
Let's just put my coat over here on this plot hook. You two know each other?
Hui and I knew each other long ago. She was a soldier, and I needed her help. There was a child, an orphan. I knew Hui could find a good home for her.
I mean, I want to say this top one because I've played Vidya. What else have we got? Where is this child now?
She's safe. That's all you need to know. She doesn't concern you. Besides, we don't have time to worry about something that happened almost 20 years ago.
Yes, those are old worries. Thank you for your actions today. Even if these men were no real threat, just simple sailors frustrated at the shallow river that holds them here. There are pirates in the area, and they pose a far greater danger. You will likely encounter them, especially if you are the one I am waiting for. As Sagacious Zhu mentioned, my name is Hui. Tell me, young woman, what is your master's name?
I trained under Master Li of Two Rivers.
I have waited here many years for the arrival of one special fighter. Your master, Sun Li, bid me to wait until you, his protege,
She's just
came
wandered into
seeking
frame,
information.
and she can't leave because, like, the camera's
Master Li
rolling.
really is the Emperor's brother. I wish I had known.
He is gone, isn't he? Taken by the Lotus assassins just as he thought. He knew they were always searching. They are right to fear him and his legacy. The glorious strategist was certain the path to the Imperial City would bring you here. He was also very specific about how I present my information to you. You must be ready.
Master Li told me who he was because I am his student. How do you know?
I served under Sun Li and was one of a few soldiers he trusted enough to contact after Dirge fell. Li knew the events there would have great consequences. He told me of the weeks-long siege and how spirit monks were slaughtered so his brother could take their temple. It was madness. The Emperor killed the water dragon itself.
The water dragon? The shepherd of the dead, a goddess of rebirth. To try and steal her power, to even think it could be attempted. Has any mortal ever shown such arrogance?
Arrogance, yes, but also audacious.
There are many beings that exist beyond our experience. The heavens are governed by a celestial bureaucracy. Each facet of existence is managed by a specialized attendant. Most appear to have little influence, but some, like the water dragon, have a portfolio that grants exceptional status. She was said to have governance over the Great Wheel. She was not a maker, but all life that ended passed her gaze before returning to the earth in another form. Sun Hai sought rebirth for his empire at the cost of the natural order. Her body was taken to the palace as a grim trophy of the power that ended the long drought. All the while, the people hailed the Emperor as a hero, ignorant of the price.
Somebody mentioned this in a previous stream, and I think it bears repeating. The idea that the gods, or the spirits, or the elders, however you wish to frame it, the idea that they're just a bunch of petty bureaucrats, that's very much in line with Chinese mythology. I believe I'm thinking of a different culture. I want to say Thai? There was one, because it came up in Detention, where the gatekeepers of the dead were taxmen. And you had to settle up your debts with the taxmen before you could go on and do whatever's next. And they knew everything you had and had not done and needed to be accounted for. And like, I like that idea. In general, I like the idea that death is just a fella doing a job. Because, makes sense, right? You kind of need him. Anyways, let's pick an option. The Emperor destroyed my people to take the water dragon's power?
Even a god is not invincible. They have their place and it can be challenged. Sun Li could not stop the slaughter of the spirit monks. He fled the battle with you in his arms. Most believe Sun Li fell at Dirge, a lie spread by the Emperor. A handful of us knew that he lived, and we also learned the terrible price of his rebellion. Li's wife was with child, his daughter born in the Imperial Palace while he was at Dirge. He never saw her. Within weeks of the siege, the Emperor had Li's family executed.
Executed? Murdered? The Lotus assassins were to cut them down. A mother and newborn child. I have no doubt that order came from Death's Hand himself.
No, I'm losing the frame rates. No wonder Master Li hates the Emperor.
He probably didn't think his family would be harmed, but even had he known, he might still have saved you. Li knows you have a destiny to fulfill. You're the last of your kind. The natural order has been disrupted. There is much to say, but first I was instructed to impart some very specific knowledge. Your master was very clear.
You can trust we, so I don't think there's any reason for me to stick around. I'll be back at the camp if you need me.
Zhu is an honorable man. Not a good man, perhaps, but an honorable one. Now to your training. A brief description will reinforce in your mind the style you saw me use.
I'm always ready to learn.
Certain lessons had to be withheld until you were ready for the attention they will bring. Sun Li taught me so that I would teach you. I must train you in Spirit Thief. Magic and weapons tire you. Draw on them too much and you could be left defenseless. Spirit Thief restores your chi, prolonging your ability to fight or ignore wounds.
Ooh.
It is especially useful when enemies are immune to basic martial attacks, when you must use magic or weapons. It can even immobilize a foe, allowing time to recover even more. This short lesson should be enough for now. Come speak with me in the tea house. We will talk of your master and more.
Oh, I just got that? When she said, go meet me at the tea house, I thought, like, that's where we get my learnings. Hello?
Is there anything you need? I'll do whatever I can to help. Be well, my friend.
Hey, Ben. See ya. Why did you have the big yellow arrow over your head telling me to talk to you? I don't know.
This tea house must be popular. Is there anything you need?
I'm sorry. It's just whenever Kim, my guest, is here, I'm drawn to bother her. Just like Metal Gear Solid 1 would have done. What was I gonna do? That's right, I was gonna go over here, and I was going to put you on the D-pad. Because I feel like if I'm going to keep taking a beating and requiring health, being able to siphon mana, that'd be great. Let's do that. That's less great.
Please excuse me. I know I shouldn't be crying in public like this, but I just can't help it.
I feel like I want to ask this question every time it shows up, and I want to do it in the best way, but I'm going to pass on this one. What's wrong?
Please, I'm just a humble woman. My name is Seamstress Lawn, and I have a problem I don't know how to solve. I thought you could help, but I was afraid to speak to you. It's my fiancé, Baker Bay. Every day a group of thugs attacks him and beats him up. He tries to avoid them, but they find him wherever he goes. The beatings are getting worse. I'm terrified they're going to kill him. After I saw you take on those sailors, I thought, well...
There's got to be more to this story. There's got to be more to this story.
But there isn't. My poor Bay has done nothing to these men. They attack him for no reason at all. Please, you have to help him. I beg you.
I'll take care of those thugs for you.
I knew you'd understand being a woman. Thank you, my lady. If our firstborn is a girl, she shall have your name. Bay is down at Beggar's Pier right now in the southeast corner of town. If you hurry, you can probably get there before the thugs attack him today.
I don't see a timer, so I'm going to assume this is not on a timer, but I'm also going to go straight down the... Okay, I thought they were just A-posing.
Like that. Yeah, we're nice guys. Don't pretend you're better than us.
Stop doing my voice.
We don't want to be stuck in your stuck-up town either, you know?
You okay there? You want to leave her alone? Yeah?
Yeah. You people need to relax. Have some wine with us. Yeah, you need wine, sweetie.
Wo ofno aknati nir sasi ir yawak orui. Wo sawir nok swok sansi ir sonok phonias usatha.
Do you need my help?
Oh, kawaii uksa kopi ira taka ano. Kawi kipo. Waion woo weir fana nata wowo nana fano fun.
Why are the sailors creating such a problem?
Kauru su tata si uyu. Pearson si no u kubki sun urk. Woo weir wakir fonir sisa u kopki po su ukut.
Can't the authorities do anything?
Wuyo nawarir kuno urk nuka uk kin piir ukir ifu wo.
Do you know what? Fair.
Wu gnapa uk usa pawatsi ni si achu wuyu.
I've tried everything. I've tried going, come on! And actually, that's all I've tried, but it didn't work, so I didn't really have a plan B. Goodbye. Rixtrus, your drool is excused. That's fine. Alright, let's just bring you over here and go with what a disappearing act had to say. Dawnstar, you look like you had something to say.
I'll do whatever I can to help.
Do you?
I will answer what I can.
What do you think of this place?
I do not like the area around this place, around Tien's Landing. There is rot here, deep in the heart of it. There are secrets, and there has been much suffering. Maybe I just feel this way because of what happened at the school, or what I fear will happen to Master Li. I just know we must be careful.
Don't worry. Be strong.
I will, but I cannot help worrying or thinking about what has happened to Master Li.
This game is eating my inputs. It'll be okay. We'll save him.
Yes, of course. I am glad you are strong in the face of all the death and destruction we've seen.
Goodbye for now.
Be well, my friend.
So yeah, going back, I like the idea that death is just a fella doing a job, and I'm essentially thinking of the Discworld at this point. I thought those houses were floating. They're just on stilts. But yeah, Death in the Discworld. He's a nice guy. He just happens to be doing a job that not a lot of people want him to do. Alright, has anybody seen Baker Bay? I'm looking for Baker Bay. Hey, what's up? I'm looking for Baker Bay. Something about hanging around with the beggars, and maybe I'm worried that this is going to turn into a protect quest of some description, but you know what? I said I would help the seamstress. I do like seamstresses as characters, so I'm going to go and help her. Down by the pier, it says. Yeah, there you go, Beggar's Pier. I was on the right track. Top question will be used for character lore and side quests. What about how she's doing? BioWare standards. Alright, cool.
Your move, old goat.
Has not played BioWare games. So I appreciate a bit of insight to that one.
Hey, Baker Bay. How are you today?
Go away! I told you I want no part of this. Tell Eiling to leave me alone.
If you want to tell Eiling something, go tell her yourself. In the meantime, we have our orders. Nothing personal. It's a little personal with me. I like sticking your face in the gutter. Hold on a sec. We've got company. You're a little too interested in our business, friend. Looks like we gotta teach you to back off when Eiling's boys are working.
Oh, we don't even get a choice to talk this one through. We just have to we just have to get right in there and fight, don't we? Yes, we do. I'm wondering if I can map dodge to a trigger. I don't know why. Dodge feels more natural on a trigger. And I keep doing that, you'll notice. Oh. Nope. So, I was telling Tempest about this game. And he was looking through the guides and all. And he's like, I think I've picked what my styles would be. I think Leaping Tiger was one of the ones he went for.
Thugs would just attack me in broad daylight like that. They might have killed me if you hadn't stepped in. Thank you. I never expected such help from a stranger.
Actually, Lan sent me to help you.
You spoke to Lan? How humiliating. My fiancé must have told you I can't protect myself. The woman I love doesn't have faith in me? Oh, the shame. I'll never live this down.
She's just worried about you.
Yes, you're right, of course. I suppose I can't fault Lan for being worried about me. I've taken some serious beatings lately. I didn't mean to sound ungrateful. I'm just worried about Lan. She's very emotional. I've done my best to try and keep her from becoming involved in this.
So why did those thugs attack you?
Those thugs are acting on Eiling's orders. She's the head of their gang. They have a small hideout in the boathouse. Eiling and I were friends when we were children, but we drifted apart as we grew up. She fell in with some rough people, as you've already seen. Ever since I got engaged, Eiling has become obsessed with me. Every day, she sends her thugs to beat me up. She says she won't stop until I go talk to her.
Right? Right? That's literally what I was going to say as my sarcastic reply to that. So why don't you go talk to her?
She's obviously crazy. I've done nothing to her. We haven't even spoken in years. If I go to her hideout to talk to her, I'm afraid that I'll never come out. At least the beatings on the street are out in public. They won't kill me in front of witnesses. Well, not on purpose anyway.
So my thought was that I would act as bodyguard. I'm going to follow along and go, hey, Eiling, talk to this fella. This fella, talk to Eiling. And y'all best behave or else you'll get the fire hands. It didn't work. What I need to do is I need to be right back a second. So bear with me, everyone. Just give me a second, okay? Alright, I came back. Hello. You ever just get completely congested and you realize my options are to just sit here and talk like I did for the rest of the team, or go blow my nose and... Oh, disappearing act is gonna go find cake? Hell yeah. Tell me what kind of cake you find. I get the feeling you're not telling me something. Have you told any of this to Lan?
No. Lan's very emotional. I didn't want her to get upset. At first, I didn't tell her anything at all. But I couldn't hide my bruises forever. So I told her about the beatings. But even then, I didn't mention Ailing. It's bad enough what's happening to me. I was afraid if Lan became more involved, Ailing might hurt her too.
Maybe I could talk to Ailing for you.
Thank you so much. Ailing and her thugs are in the boathouse. Please just ask her to leave me alone. All we want is to live our lives in peace.
There's a quest over there as well. Right, the boathouse. Is it you? Boathouse. Yes, it is. All right. My Be Right Back music is from the game Panic. And there is a friend of mine who loves that my Be Right Back music is from the game Panic. A game where everything goes wrong and tech breaks. I'm just coming through this door, okay?
This here's a private club. Members only.
I need to speak to Ailing about Bay.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Go on in. They'll unlock the door for you.
Oh, dang. I could go for some Biff Scoff cheesecake. It's always good when you find something accidentally, lyrical like that, isn't it? Like the Sapphic Paradise joke yesterday. Where every member of chat and me, we were all just comboing into one another with the same brain cell. Just passing it around from one to one to one to one. And it was great. This music I like. Hello. Right. Probably be very respectful, because none of this stuff's out.
I don't relish the idea of fighting my way out of this place.
See, Dawnstar knows what's up. Maybe don't steal stuff in here. And just go talk to people. And be nice.
So, I hear you helped out Baker Bay today. Gave my boys a bit of a lesson, didn't you? They took it pretty hard. Even after all the beatings I gave them over the years, they still aren't used to losing to a girl. Maybe the humiliation will be good for them.
Why are you picking on Bay? Yeah, that's an angry one. Look at that angry face. Why are you picking on Bay?
Everyone thinks that Bay and that little seamstress make such a nice couple. But Bay already promised to marry me.
Bay never said anything about this.
No, I bet he didn't. Wouldn't want to go around telling people how he left me high and dry, would he? But the fact is, Bay promised to marry me long before that seamstress batted her brazen little eyes at him. He didn't even have the decency to tell me himself. Even now, he'd rather get beaten up every day than face me, or he sends someone in his place, like you.
That's because he's afraid of you.
I may not be a delicate little flower like Lon, but I don't want to run this gang forever. Someday I want a husband, maybe a little house, kids too. Bay promised to give me all that. He promised to marry me, and now he's trying to weasel out of it. But a promise is a promise. I won't forget that, even if he tries to.
let me bring Bay here. Maybe we can work something out.
Yeah, okay. If he has the guts to come here and face me, I'll talk to him. But I'm not going to let him weasel out of his promise.
I'll go get Bay right now. Oh, props to you, game.
What are you doing here?
I figure we better get all the secrets out, Bay. If Lon's
I
going
thought I had to go
marry you,
fetch
she
him.
should know what kind of man you really are.
She said there was something I need to know, Bay. What's going on? What is she talking about?
Eiling claims Bay promised to marry her.
What? Bay, how could you?
I didn't. It's a lie. I haven't spoken to her in years. Not since we were kids.
Oh, is it going to be a childhood
Don't
friend
pretend like you
thing?
don't remember, Bay? It was summer, and we were sitting on a little raft catching fish. I was upset because Li Shun had called me ugly. I was crying, so you took my hand and said, "I think you're pretty, Eiling. And someday when we're grown up, I'll marry you."
What? But that was years ago. We were kids. We were only 6 years old. You can't hold me to that.
Seems like you're being unreasonable, Eiling.
Kids say all kinds of things, Eileen. Remember when you took my frog and I called you a bully? You swore you'd never speak to me again. But that same day you gave me the frog back. You said you'd never, ever, ever do anything to make me unhappy. Kids always say things like that. It doesn't mean anything.
It meant something to me, Bay. You were the only boy who didn't tease me, the only one I liked.
What are
You
your eyes
promised to marry
doing?
me, and you're going to keep that promise.
BioWare face, please. That's hilarious. I would never select that, but that's hilarious. Wait, Eiling, you said you'd never make Bay unhappy.
Well, yes, I did say that. But that was when we were still friends. Now he pretends like he doesn't even know me. He's changed.
All's I'm saying at Disappearing Act. We are gearing up for a second ladder match for custody of Dom, and if they don't do it, I will continue to watch, but slightly miffed. You changed too.
Yes, but... well... you're right. I know you're right. Bay's right. We were just kids. I guess I can't hold him to his promise. You win, Lon. Bay is yours.
If I had more, I would gladly give it to you. But my family isn't rich. This dowry is all I have. Please, take it with my thanks.
Keep your electronic gaming system.
After all you've done for us, now you are letting Lan keep her dowry as well? Your generosity knows no bounds. I'm overwhelmed.
You've done so much for us, and we've given you so little. Wait, I know. We will name our first child after you to honor your memory.
I'm glad everything worked out for you two, and I'm sorry, Bay. I don't know what came over me. When I heard you and Lon were getting married, I just snapped.
It's okay, Eiling. I hope things work out for you.
Come on, Bay. Let's go.
I think that the very idea, I will name my child after you, I am in love with that idea. I have a friend who says that in the future, should she need a boy, she will name that boy Andy. And I have said, you can keep Andy, you don't have to change it to Cass, because we'll know it's after me, and hell yeah, I'm immortal now. Right? That's Andy. It's just persisting forever. I think we'll do it like that. We'll do it like that. We have 5 style points to spend. Let's go for Spirit Thief. Advanced Cheese Strikes. I don't think I ever tried to make Bay marry Eiling. I wonder how that goes. I mean, yeah. It's like, save that. It's like, why would I ever pick the bad options in video games? That's my power fantasy, is just basically being nice. That's what I'm about. And let's... all duration effects associated with this die receive a slight duration increase. Do I need that? Can I do something with 2 points in Fire Hands? I can set more things on fire for a longer time with Fire Hands. Or I can just equip it. There you go. Now Fire Hands are stronger hands. I mean, I guess we could find out what happens if we take the bad option. But no. I'm sticking with this.
Work out for Bay and Lon. After everything I
one straight line path. All the decisions I make are my own.
Don't know what came over me. It's just Bay was my last chance to have a family. My only chance to find a husband. When I heard he was engaged, I realized I'd never get out of this life I've created.
Man, I don't care. You could still find a husband.
What respectable man would ever want to marry a girl like me? Even the lummoxes in my gang would only do it because they're afraid of me.
Lummoxes is a great word.
This town is short on eligible bachelors as it is. I mean, there are a few guys out there I know of, but none of them would be interested in me. I have a reputation around town, and having my boys beat up Bay didn't help any. Any half-decent man would probably run if they saw me coming.
Dia, it looks like no. But welcome on in. Is it Dia or is it Dia? I want to make sure I get that right. This is Diamond Appendix. They are new friend. Dia, thank you very much. New friend in the Food Devils server, and they were like, hey Cass, you're pretty chill. Let's hang out. And hang out we did. And they were playing Fate Extra, which I had that on in the background. And, yeah. They're pretty cool. You go check them out if you didn't already. Food Devils. It is it's a Fire Emblem style strategy game, except it's cooking. And I looked at it and I went, yeah, ask your brother. Go and boot in his door and go, tell me about Food Devils. Maybe I can help you find a husband.
Huh. You really think you can pull this off? Tell you what. You find me a decent husband, and I'll make it worth your while. My, business ventures have been very profitable. But don't think I'm desperate enough to settle for just anyone. I've got my standards. And I'd have to meet him first, of course.
Tell me about the town's bachelors.
Let's see. There's Rue the bosun, but he's nothing but a drunk. My boys have had more than...
Is that how you pronounce that?
He's definitely out. Schumann the craftsman is single. I don't know him that well, but he seems like a good man. He has a home in the southwest corner of the town. And then there's Yaru. He used to be a sailor traveling the Empire, but now he's looking to settle down. He might be a good catch. Spends most of his time in the tea house.
I'm gonna write this down. Also, yeah, Dia is another friend found through Kickstarting. Rixtris is a friend. made through kickstarting. She was Mika and the Witch's Mountain. The beta's out. Coming soon. Don't even worry about it. What did she say? Yaoru? Tea house. Anyone else?
Not living in town, and Tien's Landing doesn't get a lot of visitors. But if you find someone looking for a wife, bring him by so I can check him out.
Yes, it is /raid. But you know what? If we're new to this, we learn. Everything's good. I appreciate you bringing the guys over. Or yourself, at least. We can do this next time. I'll be back once I find you a husband.
Yeah, right. The pickings in Tien's Landing are mighty slim for a girl like me. But if you find someone, just bring him back so I can meet him. And, well, good luck.
Hopefully this goes better than A, being a matchmaker in X2, and B, being a salesman in X2. I completely forgot that I had that command. And, like, I felt like one person. Irashaimase, everybody! There you go. Welcome on in. This is Diamond Appendix. This is Dia, friend from Kickstarter. And that was the Family Mart doorbell. It's one of my favorite sounds. When I was in Japan, genuinely, that was like, oh, I'm back. Let's just go to a Family Mart and sit there for a bit, because every 2 seconds it plays, and like, yeah. Alright, Ms. Yellow Flag, who are you? Is this gonna be triple triad?
You taught me much, Jian, but the most valuable lessons were learning where you were wrong. 17th square of the lion, if you please. You are being rude, Jian. We have a guest. Let us place the game on hold a moment.
What exactly are you doing?
Surely you know of Yi, the capturing game? Played on a board of 19 rows and columns, the black and white pieces capture territory for their player.
What kind of training can you two offer? None. Go away.
Do not be so
You know what?
hasty, Jian. You did not turn me aside all those years ago.
He's fine. Oh. This is a penguin's question. Is this fellow, like, you come back to him with negative karma, and then he'll talk to you? I'll leave you two to your game.
Jian the Iron Fist isn't honestly going to let this one walk away, is he? If you don't say anything, then I will, you old goat.
It did indeed. So, in the chat, you can see it says that Diamond Appendix raided with a party of however many people you came in with, and we appreciate you and all your friends coming along, so thank you very much. It also played that nifty little jingle, which I cannot force, so you'll have to trust me, it definitely played. And that's why I yelled Irashaimase.
I too see strength, but also the capacity for understanding the world and your place in it. You could prove an interesting pupil.
Does this mean you'll train me?
Ipaner nuko iwa ir nikasanarir iruru ninua sa ir kana.
Oh.
He would like nothing more than to have you as a student. But show me that you walk the way of the open palm, and I will teach you the mysteries of Stone Immortal.
Usair kokonato tanatir katanano shafatoyo kokonato.
Open palm is the best, and if you disagree, you're a prep and a flammer.
Always a pleasure to talk to another warrior. My game of Yi with Jian can wait a moment. What can I do for you?
I seek your training.
You have some understanding of the way of the open palm, but Stone Immortal is not easily
So
taught.
that's what I thought. Come back with
Return
maximum
to me
good
when you
karma.
feel you understand the way of the open palm. Then you will be ready.
Maximum good karma, and then she'll tell me what's what. Okay, I'll leave you to your
When
game.
you feel that you sufficiently understand the way of the open palm, return to me.
You know what the worst of it is? Genuinely, one of my friends is named Ebony. And in my head, I have to correct every single time not to call her
Are you
Ebony.
getting slow in your old age, Jian?
And I feel a little bad, mainly because she wouldn't get why I call her that. Because it's not her name, and that's a little rude. Okay, so I believe I saw on the map that over here is the yeah, the minister, right?
Pretty.
Wo afawer sun urk fonir uk. Uxier sa fit kup wo sarkir.
I did not find that scroll. I just
Put that sword back, lout! Surely there was never a minister as unlucky as Minister Sheng to suffer such.
I just came out swinging.
Koni onu you tashika wheel fonil sataraponi?
And still poor Minister Sheng suffers the insults of tradesmen who know nothing of justice. Where would I put the lout? My jail has been burned to the ground, along with my office, I might add. I have no place to put thieves, so stop questioning your betters.
That's pretty cool, actually. Like, if you saw on the minimap, the yellow flag moved. It's tied to that NPC. So if he wanders around and leaves his position, presumably, also, so will the quest marker. How about that? Alright, let's go talk to that guy. And see what's up. Let's get the key and go
This is
do...
bad. Oh, this is bad. River dried up, pirates everywhere. This is worse than the long drought.
Get on with your day, youngster. We're just passing time.
This guy has a quest for me as well. Hello, quest.
Koni onuyu, kokir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ipanano pir ni wonun.
What have they taken?
Wonowir efuir uk sun norgfonir sier sisitu. Sata afsowir uk napir anigir ninpir. Owo sair uyukap tantarundano wo tarwair shathir owo. Wo kausoir noka wowo tarwair shaksir finopifu.
Is there something I could do to help?
Wonowir efuir uk sun norgfonir sier sisitu. Sata afsowir uk napir anigir ninpir. Usosir uthak tarwair shathir owosu.
I'll go and talk to Tong for you.
Wo choir ano uyu, kubkithir soso wawer wakwakir tower wo. Wo kausoir no ka wo taraway shaxiero finopifu.
Alright, bear me a second. I'm not gonna talk to you right now, Shang. I've got stuff to do! Man, side questing. Is this how Mass Effect goes?
Your move, old goat.
The universe is in mortal danger! But first, I'm gonna go, and I'm gonna start a fight. Oh, that's right. I've gone the wrong way. That is exactly how Mass Effect goes. Amazing. The only things I really know about Mass Effect is there is that one. It's one of the blue ones who is romanceable, and the game's like, literally do not do this. Don't. It'll be so good, your soul will just eject. Don't do it. And if you do it, game over. We told you not to do it, but you did it. I know that, and I know, yes, Reapers. And that's it. Also the car. Everyone likes the car. I'm pretty sure it was you who liked the car as well. And then they took the car away. Down in the Pier District. So not actually here. Okay. You can't go out that way. No, literally, you can't go out that way. We bricked it over. I was considering playing this with the Duke, alright? I've got the slightly more sleek, slightly more beige 360 controller going on right now. But, you know. Never played Mass Effect. Played the first one a little multiple times. Could never get into it. Fair. The main thing that's putting me off about it is I like to try and get 100% of the achievements where I can. And with Mass Effect, I'm told that's a case of just play it a couple times through. But also, it's a pretty big game, so I don't know if I want to make such a commitment. Alright, who's Tong? I need to have a word with my fire hands, and they only know one word, and that word is Froosh. And you don't want to hear it, because boy howdy when you do. I think we've moved away from the piers. This is less piery. Oh, there's a thing. Give me that. Catch these hands, more like catch a light, these hands. Do I want to break this? I feel like I don't want to break this. I'm going to leave that alone. That looks like it's important. Right. Leishun, you don't exist. You don't exist.
Ok wiwu ofir, san kasawir wo sir tana.
Well, when I grow up, I'm gonna be a blitzball. Um... Usually be found down in the Pier District in the southeast section of town. Unless Pier District is like over here? Oh. Tong. He's labeled on the map. Splendid. Well, on we go. Do you know what I haven't done? I've considered using the Chinese music from Time Splitters because A, hell of a map, B, hell of a tune. Honestly, that's where it's at. Me and there was my first girlfriend. That's what we bonded over, was a mutual love of the Chinese map in Time Splitters. What is this game about? So, we are... A disappearing act has essentially explained this game as being like Avatar: The Last Airbender. Except they came out around the same time, so it's not the case that one copied the other. This is our character in the blue over here. And we are destined for greatness, but nobody has quite told us what that is. Our master was kidnapped before he could tell us what our destined greatness is. In the pink, this is Dawnstar. She is our friend. We, I believe, grew up together in our home village / school. And we are on a quest to rescue our master from the evil empire who's kidnapped him. But also I'm sidetracked by playing matchmaker and going to talk to this guy and collect a clay figurine of some sort.
What do you want? Can't you see we're busy drinking here? Gotta wash away our sorrows.
You stole a figurine from Merchant Chung.
Figurine? You mean that clay statue? Pretty little thing. I just borrowed it for a while. I didn't steal it.
Maybe you should give it back now.
But I like it. My ma used to have lots of little figurines like that one. I ain't seen her in a long time. This helps remind me of her.
So I know that I've got pretty good intimidation because it worked last time. I don't think that would get me any good boy points. So let's not do that. Your mother wouldn't like you taking someone else's things.
Oh, geez, now you got me feeling all guilty about my ma. Here, take the figurine. Yeah. I didn't mean to cause no trouble. I just missed my ma is all.
Hey, it's okay. Don't cry.
I ain't crying. I just got something in my eye. I gotta go back to the boat now. Come on, boys, let's go.
Yeah, you don't want to fight me? I'd come with fire hands, and it just set your breath on fire. You don't want that. Breath of Fire. Good series. That I like the fourth one the best. Generally speaking, characters are speaking English because that's the language that I've set the game to. Some characters do not speak English. They are speaking... There you go, Thofan. It's just a few set lines of dialogue, and I believe it's a way of voicing every line of dialogue without actually voicing every line of dialogue. What was the map button again? I know there's a dedicated map button. That's fine. We go this way.
Are you getting slow in your old age, Jan?
Yeah, so it's If you've ever played The Sims or any of those games, it's kind of like Simlish, where every line of dialogue is voiced by every character all the time, but it's just a collection of 30 or 40 sounds.
Konio nuyu, kokeir tatasinan. Sun puno onuyusir taikunpa ibnano pir ni wonun.
I have your figurine here.
Wo yakuptir, nishin warawair, wo suyir kak.
So you can kind of tell that this is not... it's not like a one-to-one language, because what he said doesn't really follow the text. He didn't stutter and repeat himself. He's not... I don't believe it! You know.
Akwiwo ofir, san kasowir wo siyutana.
I'll be going now.
Onuyuir napair, wo kwair shapshir fan onuyusair ikupan.
Oh, it's even more like Avatar than just being the last of our kind. Alright. We learn that our main character is the last of a group of very spiritual monks who were wiped out by an expansionist power who now control most of the known world. Golly.
It is not easy to be Minister Sheng, beset with troubles and doom, and now interrupted by some difficult stranger.
Oh, the pain.
Truly,
the pain of it all.
I'm busy watching my career slide into oblivion. Minister Sheng simply hasn't time for your petty concerns. I have problems of my own.
What are you minister of?
The Ministry of Harmony, which oversees taxation and execution, usually in that order. But poor Minister Sheng oversees nothing in this dying town. Nothing but failure. This backwater pimple of a town lives off of the lake created by the Great Dam. But the Great Dam is open and the lake is dry. The town is dying. Under my supervision.
Sounds like you're pretty bad at your job, then. Is there anything that can be done?
Well, not by me. I cannot act against that horrible assassin Lim who opened the Great Dam. I'm not supposed to even say his name, but I am desperate for a solution. Lim oversees the Lotus Assassin operations in this area. A few weeks ago, he came to town and demanded a key to the ruins. Then his men went up there and opened the Great Dam.
Why'd they do that?
Inquisitor Lim has his assassins searching for something, though what it is I couldn't say. Minister Sheng knows better than to stick his nose in the business of the Lotus Assassins. I didn't want the town to panic, so I kept Lim's presence here a secret. Better the peasants think it was ghosts. A much less terrifying idea.
Is there anything I can do?
Some brave soul must travel through the old ruins, which are absolutely not infested with ghosts, and close the Great Dam. The gate to the ruins is locked, but I have a key. I cannot order or even ask someone to go do this. If the Great Dam closes, the ruins will flood. Various assassins and soldiers will be killed. Not good for my career. But if I happen to lose the key and someone happened to find it, the town could be saved and the problem solved without any sanction from me.
Dear, thank you very much for redeeming nothing. There you go. That's for my stockpile. I hope you like it. Hey, what'd you just give me? Is that a key? Interesting. I'll think about it.
Think about what? I don't know what you're talking about. So, stranger, is there anything else Minister Sheng can do for you? Perhaps I could direct you to the historic ruins of our old town, which lie across the footbridge and out the west gate. Certainly a sight worth taking in. Strictly for interest's sake, of course.
Would you happen to not know anything about flyers while we're at it?
Minister Sheng remembers when flyers were reserved for the wealthy elite of the Imperial City. Now pirates use them to raid the countryside. Disgraceful. I suppose in theory you could find a flyer at the pirate camp upriver. In practice, however, I doubt you would find the pirates very accommodating. I suppose Rue the bosun is mad enough to take you if he's drunk. Yes. Rue is surely the only one who would make the trip. And then the pirates would kill you.
That's all I need to know. I'll see what can be done.
Yes, yes. Go and leave Minister Sheng alone to ponder his troubles. Now go close the great dam, and I never said that.
What's that?
Lord Yun has put out... Will none of you brave the great southern forest?
No. I'm going this way. Do I want to go to the tea room first? Hey? Who are you?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yo wea sonsi ya wo yo wea.
What sort of help do you need?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yo wea sonsi ya wo yo wea. Ni wupa ia kupu sa ia Elworth kraka ia nano uksaro isowak nikano wo napiat shathia uko. Ni wo sosawa ia wak tasi no ni nano yota napia ifa ia ok.
Do you have a proposition or not?
Ni wupa ia kupu sa ia Elworth kraka ia nano uksaro isowak nikano wo napiat shathia uko.
Oh, is this gonna be moral choice time?
Oknikofia apania sasa tatasi no ni nano yok yo wea sonsi ya wo yo wea.
Are we going to trolley problem over here?
Wo noa ea sususatia sonsi fonia sonsi ifok.
And what will you give me if I do this?
You cannot be seriously considering this. Dooming the entire town for a few pieces of silver?
I'm not actually gonna do it. I just want to know what he's gonna offer me. I want no part of this.
Utatsa ya okayowe ya fonia sisa ya trusta pafawe ya toya. Aworth utko wo kokopia kawa ya elbow.
See, there's a lot of qualifiers on that sentence as well. 20% of my profit to date is. Oh, that could be anything. That could be a lot, or that could be not a lot. Clearly, he's doing well. He's wearing the big wand bling, but I don't know. I don't think I'm going to do that. Oh dear, that's great. 20% of 0 is 0 with a debt. Yes! You see? You know what's up. So we're going to go back to the dam, and we're going to close it. And we're going to fix up this town, because there are certain situations where, you know, the old way is not necessarily the best way. However, in this instance...
Well, this has already become an educational trip. From what you discussed with Hui, it would seem we are indeed tied to important events.
I have concerns as well.
Oh no!
He convinced me that your master
was
a glorious strategist. Tell me, Dawnstar, what are your earliest memories with him?
Your question would be better directed at his favorite student. She was at the school for 3 years before I arrived.
she is correct about that. I was with him the longest.
We'll focus on you quite a bit by the time we are done, given the Spirit Monk connection. But I asked Dawnstar what she remembers.
The only thing I know about my life before coming to the school is that I was not wanted. Probably because of the bad omens I was born under.
I do indeed use V8 tube.
What
It's
makes
the
you
most
think
useful
that?
little thing, isn't
You
it?
said you don't know anything.
I know because of my name. It's one of the few details Master Li was told. I was named for a red glow opposite the morning sun, like a distant fire.
Like the burning of dirge that we just mentioned?
Yes, I guess so. I wasn't there, of course. No one but you survived. I guess someone saw it, but I don't know where Dirge is or how far the fire was visible. It fits the time, but that just confirms my thoughts about being born under a bad omen. What could be worse than this attack on Dirge and the Water Dragon?
If that is the most troubling thing you learn about your birth, consider yourself lucky.
Oh, we just void through the wall. That's what that was. Alright, cool. Anyway. What do you mean, anyway? To the damn site! Maybe. Yeah, this way. There you go. Honestly, I wasn't entirely sure about getting a ping tuber initially, because there's a lot of stuff that, like, I tend to be kind of old-fashioned with this sort of thing, blame the age, but there's a lot of, like, Twitch stuff that I don't like. You'll notice I don't have, like, stuff that you guys can throw at me on screen, and there's no sound alerts, because I feel like that just gets in the way, especially if I'm doing something serious. And then, all of a sudden, just, you know, something wild happens. But the ping tuber was actually a good addition, I think. I feel like the stream is a lot better with little old me hanging out down here, being a cute little penguin, like you can see. Hello. Also, that guy's pretty scary. I don't like rats. I don't like giant rats. I'm not keen. It's a good representation. One of my viewers, his name is Click. He likes to be like, hey, why does the penguin have tetas? And I'm like,
eyes and hands in these ruins.
They're little flippers. My little hands.
Listen well, my minions. Fan out and search behind every stone and under every rock. Somewhere in these ruins are gems. Very special gems. If you find one, bring it to me right away. If you fail me, your torment will be greater than any you have yet experienced. Now go!
Restra's on the hot trigger there. She knows what's up. No, I get you.
You are in charge while I go up to the Great Dam and check on the sentry golems. If anyone tries to enter these ruins, kill them.
Of course, Dread One.
Something about breaking into these ruins? What's up, y'all?
You have your orders. No one can enter the ruins. Kill the intruder.
So, in combat, we have 4 styles down at the bottom left. We have this one, Leaping Tiger, which is our, like, standard thing. This guy, Spirit Thief, which looks to do essentially no damage. but it refills our blue bar, and that's how we can do things like heal and use special attacks. We have a weapon that takes our yellow bar, and we can't use it right now, but we also have fire hands, and hell yeah, fire hands. What a cool skill. What do we just get? Gem of Thief Sense allows the user to detect traps. Okay. The past users of this gem did not always live by the law, but they always lived on the edge. That edge and their fates on either side of it are imprinted on this gem. The chi channeled throughout it instills the wielder an awareness of his surroundings, detecting things that may cause him harm. Let's go with that. I feel like the bandit camp is going to be fairly heavily trapped, you know? So let's... I knew it! Because it was glowy red. I saw it. Okay, that's how that works. Good to know. Oh, it's the horrible Dr. Bones. Just call me Bones, eh? Just call me Bones. Intuition gem. Intuition +3. Oh yeah, this is what I was saying, like, right at the start of this little adventure today. I wonder if, going back, the guy whose life savings I accidentally stole, was that chest specifically marked as being his? Ah! I was going to talk to you. You opened up on me.
Leaping tiger. Wait! Stop! You hit me none, okay? Okay. Rat Demon's friend. Rat Demon help you, yes? Rat Demon knows things, important things, and Rat Demon tells you if Rat Demon lives.
Alright, tell me what you know.
I knows hitting Rat Demon not good. Hitting Rat Demon bad. I also knows that Rat Demons like the taste of ducks. If you got any ducks.
I don't have any ducks.
You not like ducks? No ducks. But maybe you like gems. Rat Demon feels gem is very close. Rat Demon tells you where gem is. Then you let Rat Demon live. Yes?
Tell me where this gem is.
Gem's hidden behind wall. Go down path and you see. Assassins got rockets set up. They're getting ready to blow up wall with rockets.
So I should use the rockets to blow up the wall?
Yes, yes, but rockets need dragon powder. Lotus Assassins always got dragon powder handy. Good for blowing stuff up. Look around their camp and you find it. You get dragon powder and use rockets to blow up wall. When wall is gone, you look for gem. Gem is behind wall somewhere. You just search around. So simple, yes? Rat Demon help you. Now Rat Demon can go. Yes?
Go on, get out of here.
Thanks to you, my friend. Good and kind and niceful friend to Rat Demon.
Oh, and I keep my Wolverine claws. Heck yeah. Let's go.
Rat better. Demon better. Rat Demon best.
I spared your friend. I never said I would spare you. It's fine. I'll worry about it. Hey, what's up? Are you also voiced by George Takei? He was... Pretty sure George Takei was one of the one of the ancestors in Mulan, right? I want to say he was the main one who told Mushu to go do his thing.
Idiot! She's obviously a spy. Kill her!
Leaping tiger.
So, just with the combat in general, I'm really liking the wire food look. Like, rather than just dodging, you can do a dodge roll, or you can do that high leaping, just whoopah! I like that. He was indeed the first ancestor in Mulan. Heck yeah! I figured it would have to be one of the ones with a deep booming voice, and the only one I can think of is the line, "And you, oh disgraced one, I bang the gong." The ignition pan now has powder. Pull the lever to launch the rockets. Oh, demoted one. Alright then. I should watch Mulan. It has been a hot minute. Is that something? There's something under there. What's that? What is that?
I smell tasty children's here. Something strange about you. But I smells you the same. Come out now, children. Definitely children's here. But something wrong with them.
Leaping tiger.
Fire hands! Oh, is he immune to fire hands? This is ridiculous.
Why are you here? No one ever comes to the orphanage.
Are you here for us to hurt?
Ow! What did you do to me?
I reach into you and just, I don't know, twist. I've learned to like it in the time I've been here.
Who or what are you?
Her name is Meow. She's gone strange. I'm Bin. We live in the orphanage. At least we used to long ago, before the waters came.
We're dead, big person. We're dead. And you can't hurt us anymore. But we can still hurt you.
Stop it, Meow. I don't like you hurting people. It's making you strange.
I don't care. I don't care. Someone has to pay. Someone has to pay for what happened to us.
Calm down. Maybe I can help you?
You don't care about us. Big people don't help us. They only want to hurt.
Just ignore her. She's gone strange because of what happened when the water came.
I want to make my blue gauge go up. Does that count?
With the rest of the children. As the water rose, we clawed at the door until our fingernails came off. Then we clawed at the window. When the water was too high, we clawed at each other. Then we stopped.
That's a really haunting line, actually. Didn't anybody try to help you?
Other children survived. The families helped them and they lived. But nobody thought about the orphans. We had no families to watch out for us.
I should be a woman now with kids of my own. I should have a husband and a house. Instead, I have ashes and bones.
Noticing a theme, BioWare.
We've been here for too many years. We just want to sleep, but we can't.
Not until the mistakes of the past are undone.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Can help me. Find the one who did this to us. Find kindly Yushin, the orphan master. Find him and kill him. Bring me his head!
No, Meow, that won't make you happy. That will just make you stranger. We have to figure out some way to rest. We must find peace.
Maybe there's some way I can help again?
We can't have peace, but we can have revenge. Kill kindly Yushin for me, big person. Kill him for abandoning us in the orphanage. Kill him for leaving our bones here to rot.
The bones. That's it. The orphan master must bury our bones. He left us to this. Only he can end it. If kindly Yushan comes here and buries our remains, we can finally rest. We can find peace for a time, at least. Maybe until the voice of the shepherd returns, so that we can find peace forever.
So, I won't do it. So I don't want to say that one. And I say I won't do it because they've said it would have to be Yushan, right? Because he's the one responsible for this. So where can I find him?
Yushan spent his nights at the tea house. He would lock the orphanage when he left so we didn't get out and cause trouble in the town. He had the only key. I don't know where Yushan is now.
Kindly is, yeah, Mew. I don't know if that's the term that I'm going to use right about here.
Maybe he tried.
He never tried. He didn't care about us. Nobody cares about us. I bet he still goes out at night and drinks in the tea house. It's like we never existed.
I'll see if I can find him for you.
Yes, find him and kill him. Bring me kindly Yushin's head. Or bring him here and let me kill him.
No, please, living one.
I really like the detail on these ghosts that you can just about see
bring him here to bury our bones.
the framework
Then
of the
we
central
can
nervous
finally
system.
rest.
And a little bit of a core. I like that. Oh, oh, you are actually hurting me. You are actually hurting me, little rat. I thought that was like cutscene damage, which doesn't count. No, that was that was like actual damage. That's a bit rude. Come on. There you go. Don't stop. Oh, she can use weapons on the ghosts. What's that about? Right, that one's trapped. Oh. Hey.
Ours. Mine. All mine. Alive. Dead. No matter. All mine. You? What are you doing here? The quarry is ours. It was ours when we lived, and it's ours when we're dead.
Who are you?
I'm Yushi. Stabber Yushi. Everyone was afraid of me when we were alive. Toughest convict on the chain gang. Then the water came. Everyone ran. No one came to help the prisoners. Except Turnkey. But I know he only came to laugh at us. So, Turnkey had to die. The water kept rising and rising. And then we died. But the quarry is still ours, even when we're dead. And now you'll join us.
Whoop, hello. He brought a friend. Well, I mean, I figured we weren't gonna be like an old dude in a rubber mask and go, "It was Old Man Withersby!" Is this I feel like this is an ad fight. I have to fight you. And at the very least, now the ads are gonna stop. So, dear, occasionally, like that, you see that big golden aura around this guy? He's blocking. And when people block, you have to do that big leaping strike to break their guard. And it's got quite a hefty startup, which is why I tend not to just do that mid-combo. The soft petal. What does that do? Charm, body, and mind. I might just equip that. In the reign of Emperor Sun Lin, arts flourished, especially dancing and poetry. The Empress surrounded herself with beautiful young women, masters in their respective art forms. The most admired and most talked about was the dancer called the Divine Rose. When the Empress' life was cut short, Divine Rose was heartbroken and wept for days, dying from grief shortly thereafter. Legends say that her tears of grief are what gave power to this gem, imbuing it with both her grief and her passion. Absolute roommates. Definite roomies. So, from what I remember, if we use... Nope. If we fix everything, then that area would flood? If I've been paying attention to the correct words? I make no promise that that is the case. So, let's go find Yishao. See if we can bring him back. See if we can heal up and bury those ghosts. And that might be it. We'll see. We'll find out. Does my diary say where he is? Find kindly Yushan in Tian's Landing. In the tea house. I wonder if that... It's probably not, right? I wonder if that is a old school Nintendo thing where... Tea house. Air quotes. Noticing the Dawnstar support is that she refills your chi. If you want to go full caster, you could put her on support sometime. Okay. I could just go straight up fire hands all the time. That'd be cool. What I think I'll do as well is I think I will push the wrong button. Get rid of you. Equip you. Now I just have a bunch of stat boosts. I do love a bunch of stat boosts. Right, to the tea room we go. Also, yes, I think my earlier idea was right. This area, we just have the fog of war, rather than a flat black map that we have to fill in as we go. Because this is a known area to people, if not to us. So, we kinda know what's here. I'm also a big fan of the retro games. Goofoo the Sweet. Hi.
You're a stranger here, aren't you? I know everyone in Tien's Landing, and I've never seen you before. I would remember you. You should turn right around and leave this town. Trust me.
Who are you?
I am Goofoo, Great One. Some call me Goofoo the Sweet, though I don't know why. I usually smell like the fish I sell. Perhaps they are making fun of me. But now, there are no fish to sell. I have lived in Tien's Landing all my life, but now, I'm ashamed to say, I wish I lived somewhere else.
Why do you wish that?
Everything in Tien's Landing is falling apart. Sheng, the local minister, is helpless to deal with all our troubles. You should get out while you can.
Tell me about those troubles.
You don't know? The Great Dam has been opened, and now the river's level has dropped.
Oh yeah, I know
it's
about
too
that.
Low and fast to navigate. Without the river, we are nothing.
I thought she had something else
the
to
merchants
offer.
Can't buy goods from the Imperial City. The traders can't sell to the outside world. The men cannot fish, and our children go hungry. And if that wasn't bad enough, we have the pirates to worry about too. They've been raiding the countryside, taking prisoners to sell into slavery.
I have questions about these pirates.
I wish I could help you, Great One, but I am only a humble peasant woman. All I know about pirates is to try and avoid them. Maybe Sheng knows more. I'm sure he'd.
Because honestly, those pirates, they gotta go.
The town. After all, he is our imperial minister.
Okay, goodbye.
Take care of yourself, stranger, and be glad that you do not live in Tien's Landing.
Brief bit of salt. There's one of my co-workers who... She likes to microwave eggs and fish for her dinner in the break room, and we're like, could you not? Everything smells like eggs and fish now. She's like, oh, but I like a bit of mackerel. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess I'll just smell like fish. Travelers in the Great Southern Forest often report strange sightings and bizarre phenomena. Aside from the hospitality of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn, the forest is nearly entirely wilderness, and the verdant canopy of the forest hides wonderful and fearsome creatures unlike any seen elsewhere, anywhere else in the Empire. There you go. Words. The strangest tales are those of a shadow among the trees that seems to follow visitors to the forest. Philosophers, hoping to reflect in the peace of the forest, often report feeling watched, and patrons of the Pilgrim's Rest Inn claim to have seen a strange silhouette darting among the trees. Despite the apparent otherworldly nature of this figure, those who witness it sense no aggression and attribute it to the mysteries of the forest. So yeah, I like the look of the old games as well. This is one reason why I play on original hardware. This is being played on original hardware. You can tell, hence, like, the 4:3 aspect ratio and the loading times. I don't know. It has a nice charm to it, and it, like I say, it just makes me remember when I was playing stuff like this for the first time.
Good, you're here. We can continue where we left off before.
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
You've got unfinished business with us first.
There are important matters at hand, yet you fellows keep interrupting. I'm surprised you're this eager to get another beating so soon.
This time we brought some friends to even up the odds.
That was a great hero landing, I'm not gonna lie. That was nearly the Titter's voice, and you know what? I'm here for it. Whoop! Sorry, don't stop. We're still friends, right? Spirit Thief. Spirit Thief does little to no damage, but if we can land some hits, it fills up your blue bar. See? So I guess the idea is if, and this is why I've equipped it, if you do a lot of mid-fight healing, and I do, switch over to that for a bit, do the finger guns at a couple guys, and get your healing back. Mine-san, what do you know about sailors? There, I said it. Now nobody else has to.
You certainly look like Lee's top student, though there's something odd about how you fight. I can't put my finger on it. It doesn't matter. The sailors won't bother us again. We can get back to business. Sun Lee gave me instructions to await you if anything should happen. I have prepared for this day for well over a decade.
Are you saying Lee knew he'd be kidnapped?
The full extent of what the glorious strategist knows is beyond my mind to comprehend. He is without peer. All I know is that I had instructions to wait for you. Sun Lee asked me to seek a piece of a special amulet he wanted you, his prized pupil, to have. It was broken apart and scattered when the Spirit Monk Temple fell. He intended to, and I assume he did, give the main piece to you. Rumor placed a smaller part with a fleeing apprentice monk, but it had been some years and the trail was cold.
So you searched for the rest of the amulet?
I eventually learned the monk had fled to Old Tien's Landing. He was there a year or so, but died of lingering injuries and was buried with his possessions unsorted. It was rushed at the time because the new dam was due to close and Old Tien's would become a watery tomb. The amulet was beyond reach, so I came here and waited. Now the Lotus assassins have drained the lake and exposed the ruins of Old Tien's Landing. It seems they are searching for this piece of the Spirit Monk amulet too.
Also, Mew, if you missed Spirit Thief, this woman, old friend of our other companion, she seems... I think the plot is gearing up that she delivered us to Two Rivers, so that's where we were... I don't know. I think that'd be far too convenient. But yes, she went, your master wanted me to teach you this cool skill. Spirit Thief. I should go to the ruins and try to find this amulet piece.
Yes, Sun Lee intended you to find it. I was to tell you about it if anything happened to him. It was the last order he gave me, and I have waited years to fulfill my duty.
How long have you been waiting for me?
It is coming on 15 years now. As I said, I learned the location of the amulet after the monk died in Old Tien's. It has been difficult serving and waiting in silence.
True, actually. Like, see, this is why I purposefully avoided the "and that child was me" option. I have a lot ahead of me. I should go.
And so I step away. I have no further part to play, and I am glad for it. Perhaps history will clear my doubts and show my time was worthwhile. I wish you luck.
Alright, you're going to be an extra plot. Rue, Yanwan. I like that a lot of these NPCs are just named. I don't know why. It makes the place feel a lot better than, like, just everybody being called Sailor. And Patron, anyway.
Leave Zhang alone.
Zhang, you can't stay up here forever. This isn't your home. You need to come back with me to the farm.
No. Zhang not want to go home. Zhang doesn't want to see Ox.
It wasn't your fault. It was an accident. I need you back at the farm. Now let's go, Zhang.
No. Leave Zhang alone, or Zhang get angry and smash things.
Kimari, push!
Please don't, Zhang. I'll just go over here and leave you alone. What? Oh, hello there. Don't let Zhang bother you. He's really quite harmless. He's just a little upset right now.
Who are you and who is Zhang?
I am Dong Ping, Zhang's employer. Zhang works on my farm, but the other day he accidentally killed one of my oxen, and since then he has refused to come back. Some of the patrons here are unnerved by his size. I'm worried that if he doesn't leave with me soon, the owners may take matters into their own hands. If he gets hurt, or worse, I'll be ruined. I can't run the farm without him, but I don't know what else to do. He won't listen to me.
Don't worry, I'll speak with him.
You will? I must warn you, Zhang is, well, he's very strong-willed and very strong. I am grateful for your help, but please, be careful. Zhang the ox carrier came by his name honestly. I would hate to see him hurt you, or anybody else for that matter. Speak softly to him, and you should be okay.
That's great. You are not the one I came here to find. Yushan. No, that's Yoru. Kindly Yushan.
Can't you just leave an old man in peace?
Paul Iding? You used to be the orphan master before the flood?
Why do you care? That was a long time ago. Long, long ago. All I want is to forget those days. They're gone. Gone forever.
What happened the day of the flood?
I was at the market buying food when the flood came. I ran back to the orphanage, but the water was too high. There was nothing I could do. The water kept rising. I had to flee. I came here with other survivors and settled this town. I tried to start a new life, but everywhere I go, I see little faces watching me. The better men might have saved them. Sometimes I wonder if I should have died with them.
Tell me about Bin and Meow.
I have not heard those names in many years. Meow. Meow was the best of my wards. She was like an assistant to me, always caring for the babies, putting everyone to bed. Meow was strong. She did not give up easily. As for Bin, I recognize the name. A quiet boy, I think. I barely remember him, but they're gone now. All of them.
If you want redemption, meet me at the orphanage.
No, not the orphanage. The ruins are haunted. The children will be waiting for me. No!
You carry them with you anyway. Now you can free yourself.
You're right. I can carry this burden no longer. I must face the demons of my past and end this one way or another. I will go with you and accept whatever fate awaits me.
We mentioned it was a Metal Gear reunion tour in this game, isn't it? There he is. There's old Colonel Campbell Soup himself. Lovely. For a series I have not played a great deal of, I sure do love the memes around Meme Gear Solid.
You live?
All this time you were here, and I left you to this. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
Saying sorry isn't enough. You must pay. Now I get to hurt you forever and ever.
No, Meow. Yushan was not brought here so you could make him suffer. He must bury our bones. Then we can finally rest.
Do as been says, Yushan. Bury these bones.
I am so sorry.
You know what? Props to the riggers. Actually picking up an item and burying it. It's very rare you see objects and actors interact like that.
It's done. The bones of the children are buried at last. I just wish I could do more.
I feel better now. I feel warm. I haven't felt warm in so long. Thank you.
Thank you, Living One. We can finally rest because of you. We can finally be at peace.
And I must thank you, too. I have lived with this guilt for many years. Now that this is done, maybe I can finally move on with my life because of you.
Goodbye, Living One. Goodbye forever.
Is there a fight going on in the background? I hear a fight going on in the background. Do I want to deal with that? I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going home. Actually, no. What we're going to do, we're going to level up. See if I don't. Yeah. 6 style points to spend on upgrading your styles. Let's go for speed. Speed. Because it seems like Spirit Thief goes really slow. So that's what I'm going to do. And speed. I came into this on the understanding I was going to be a speedy character. We are going to be a tornado of pain. That is what I have decided. We're going to save the game. I'm going to go back to the tea house off stream. And then at the start of the next stream, which is Thursday, we're going to talk to the ox carrier. We're going to go back to the dam and fix a bunch of stuff. We're going to do all sorts. That's what we're going to do. But right now, we're going to go to this screen, and we are going to raid someone. And I know who it's going to be. It's going to be Scooby. On account of Expert Mode Shadow the Hedgehog. And I already see she's got the Chow Vacuum. And good lord, this game is bananas. Thank you all very much for coming along and hanging out. Everyone, I appreciate you all being here and having a good time. Like I say, not tomorrow, but the day after, Thursday, yeah, Thursday, we're going to come back for a bit more Jade Empire, and then Pokemon on Friday. So come back next time for that, and until next time, goodbye!